Okay, hey y'all. So I know I said I was going to wait until tomorrow to post the first video, but I decided to go ahead and do this one tonight. I feel like we've all waited long enough for me to post my first video, so it's happening right now. So meet me on your mat. If you don't have a mat, that's no problem. Just whatever you have. That's one thing that's very important. It's all about just using what you have and just starting. Like, that's it. So a mat, a towel, a carpet, whatever, it doesn't matter. So we're gonna just start out seated, and we're really just gonna focus on the breathing tonight, just kind of winding down, getting ready for bed. So starting off, you want to just inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. And then just keep on doing this for a few seconds. Just really pay attention to anywhere that you feel tension in your body and just try to release that. Make sure that your shoulder blades are tucked down and back, that your neck is long and extended, not crunched up. You want everything to be nice and long. Again, just focus on your breathing. And then we're gonna incorporate some stretching with this. And everything you do on one side, you have to do on the other as well. And just really focus on breathing into this part of your neck where you're stretching. Just really breathe into it. I have a lot of tension in my neck from previous injuries. I've had a few car accidents and surgeries and all kinds of things, so my neck is a pretty tender spot for me. So again, just do it at your own pace, whatever works for you. Find what feels good for you and go with that. So now you're going to interlace your fingers behind your head and just kind of gently guide your head down. Let your neck bend forward. Again, breathing. Making sure to keep that integrity in the neck and shoulders. Good, then slowly come up. And we're going to go back. Again, I'm not able to go back as far as some people would due to my neck injuries, but that's okay. Just whatever is comfortable for you. Good. Now, I want to start with the neck rolls. Just going from one side to the other. Again, focusing on the breathing. And then going the opposite way. And then stopping in center. Okay, then we're going to do some shoulder, I guess it's shoulder and elbow rotations. You're going to grab your shoulder, right shoulder with your right hand, place it on your right shoulder, and then grab your elbow with your opposite hand and just kind of rotate it. And mine kind of pops a little bit, but that's okay. It does feel so good. And again, just don't take it too hard. If it's too much for you, just find what feels good for you, and anything that doesn't feel okay, just stop doing it and, try whatever's next. And then, of course, anything you do on one side, you have to do on the other. So again, same thing, and then opposite direction. Good. Now, bring your feet together. I want to do butterflies. just moving the legs up and down. It helps open up your hip flexors and relieve lower back tension, tension in your upper thighs and your hips, all that. And then just kind of breathe. Okay, good. Now we're going to cross back over, hands on your knees, and do some little hip circles. Just imagine going in a big circle. And then the opposite direction. Again, this one is really good for relieving tension in the hips and lower back. Okay. Okay, now we're going to place one hand on the mat at your side. Breathe, and then lean over to that side, looking up at your hand, and really breathing into this side body here. You should feel a nice stretch. Again, remember not to hunch your shoulders. Keep everything elongated. And just breathe. Good. Again, back to center. And this time, opposite side. Again, looking up at your hand, breathing into the side body. Finding what feels good. If that's too far of a stretch for you and you can only go this far, but you feel the stretch, that's okay. Everybody is different. Literally every body is different. So, you know, it's all about what feels good for you again. So next, I'm going to have you come onto all fours, into tabletop, and adjust here. Okay, so we're gonna have our legs about hip width apart, keeping a straight spine with the tabletop, looking down at your mat for just a few seconds. And then we're going to start our cat-cow. So we're going to start by breathing in, inhaling. And whenever we do, we're going to look up to the sky and arch up. And then out and down. And tuck everything in. That's cat and cow. And again, just try to match your breath with the movement. And at any time, just kind of wiggle whatever out. I just had to pop my back, sorry. But, okay, so now I'm going to put the right foot up, shoot the left leg out, and then look forward at first. then come down as much as you can. If it's not comfortable to come all the way down, that's no problem. You can stay up in pigeon pose, or you can come down to sleeping swan. This is a very good pose for lower back pain, hip tension, all of the things. Then go ahead and come up. And now I'm going to switch sides. So now I'm going to put the left leg down, right leg out. And then again, look forward. Continuing to breathe. Now, let's just keep in mind, your hip should be able to touch the mat. Like, this bone right here should be able to touch. With practice, it's not going to happen right away. Mine used to be able to, but obviously it's been a while, so, yeah. But that's okay. Your yoga practice is just that, a practice, and you have to do it daily in order to keep it the same way and improve. Otherwise, it's kind of like riding a bike. You just, of course, you never forget it, but at the same time, you got to keep practicing or you're going to get a little rusty at it, you know? So it's just one of those things, but again, continue to breathe. And don't do what I just did and allow this tension in your neck. Just kind of let everything be long and keep that integrity. All right. Now I'm going to continue back into tabletop. This time we're going to do kind of like a Pilates / yoga, I guess like a Payo move or whatever, because I'm going to incorporate movement with the pose. So I'm going to start out by planting my right hand and my left knee down into the mat. Just focus on that. Now, whenever you're ready, bring your left hand and your right leg out straight at the same time. Now, obviously, you can't see my whole body, which I'm going to be working on this, but this is my first video, so hi. But anyway, let me see if I can turn it. Boom. Okay. Oh. Sorry, guys. Okay, so, as you can kind of see, there we go. Okay. Arm and leg are out straight, and then you're going to bring them in together 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then out again. Good. And remember to keep breathing. Now you're going to do the same thing. Plant the left hand and the right knee this time into the mat, and then opposite arm and leg go out, and then bring them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and out again. Going good. Going good, going good. Okay, so now we're going to keep this kind of short and sweet today. So now I'm going to get onto the mat and lay down flat. And then I'm going to bring my knees up. And then again, making sure that you tuck your shoulders down and back. Neck is elongated. And from here, you can just kind of give yourself a little back massage on the mat. If for any reason this is uncomfortable for you, you do not have to do it at all. But yes, it is a very good little back massage. And again, if you ever feel any tension anytime during the practice, just go ahead and let it out. So now we're going to keep the right knee up, shoot the left leg out straight. And again, I have to turn. Whoop, there we go. Okay. So we're going to bring this right knee over the body while keeping the neck facing this way, arm out, and stretch. Okay, then rolling back onto the mat. We're going to cross this leg over the left leg. Interlace your hand in between the two, grabbing your fingers behind that left leg for support. You can also put your elbow out to your knee to kind of push your knee out more. And then grab that leg and pull in to stretch. Now you can extend this right leg out. Leave the left leg up. Bring it over. Left hand out. And looking over your left shoulder. Again, roll over to the mat. Same thing. Hands around the back of your right leg this time. And then again, you can put your elbow on that knee for support. And then just bring your legs into your chest. Giving a nice stretch on the back of this left thigh. And really stretching out the hips and the lower back as well. And we're going to kind of just bring both legs in again. And then bring your hands in. Elbows on knees for happy baby. Again, focus on your breathing. And then stretch. And then, to end it off, we're going to place both hands over our chest. And just appreciate the fact that you took the time out of your day to meet me here on the mat, taking time out for yourself. Let all the stress melt away onto your mat. And when you get up, I hope that you are just refreshed and rejuvenated and ready to get a good night's sleep. Allow your mind just to drift off and not worry about tomorrow. Today had enough problems of its own. Let's just enjoy the moment and rest knowing that God is in control and He's working everything out in your favor. I hope everyone has a great night. Thank you for joining me for my first video. Namaste.